My first impression of camp was astonishment.
I don't think there's any other summer camp like it.
After being here for just one session, I was in love.
I think it influenced my life because it was an opportunity for self-discovery.
I just love hanging out and making things.
I never would have thought that I would have been a dancer. I never thought I had any talent as a dancer before I got here.
Just looking around this camp, the opportunity that you have is incredible.
There's something for everybody here.
Bucks Rock, nestled in the foothills of the Berkshire Mountains, was founded in 1942 by Dr. Ernst Bulliva and his wife Ilse, European educators who had studied under Maria Montessori. Since that time, we've had generations of campers send their children and their grandchildren to Bucks Rock. Our campers, who range in age from 11 to 16, come to have fun, to do creative work, and to discover their potential as artists and individuals.
This is a place where you can say, oh, you know, that looks kind of cool. I want to try it.
First thing I wanted to do was go to the art shop.
I went to leather and I said, art.
I did clown, music, dance, and theater all at once.
Wood, ceramics,
Dance,
metals, photo,
Sports,
radio,
music,
theater, glass blowing,
Book arts,
Video,
Publications.
lamp working,
batik, computers, sculpture.
Could be anything. Abstract.
I started out in sewing, and then I moved to all the shops, and I pretty much made something in every shop, and it's really fun.
Everybody has a different opinion of what's fun to them. Personally, I think in the glass shop, blowing glass, it's just great fun.
Awesome, let's take a look at it.
you can just do whatever you want here, whether, you know, working with like metals or glass or a script.
Good job! Rock on, sister! That was your first gather. How'd it feel?
It seems like everything is within your reach and everything is within your grasp. You can really achieve your ambitions and your dreams here.
I've gone to a lot of jewelry stores or shirt stores that I like they have sayings on them, and I said, like, I wish I could put this on a shirt, I wish I had a shirt like this, and then I go to Pass and I just make that shirt. I could just make up anything I want here and do it.
When you show people your finished projects and they say, wow, that's so cool, and you can answer, yeah, no, I made it.
Before I came to Bucks Rock, I didn't really have experience like in ceramics or jewelry, glass blowing, sculpture, lamp working, all those other shops.
It doesn't matter how talented you are or how much practice you had or how much you've done. It just, you're here and that's the experience you're going to get.
It's for everybody. There is no certain kind of person. There is certainly no level of artistic experience that you have to come here. It's for people who are just beginning and they want to learn through trying a variety of arts, learn what they really enjoy. It's also for people who know what they want and they want to get better.
At Bucks Rock, we know that no two people learn the same way. We maintain a 2-to-1 camper-to-staff ratio so that each camper can benefit from individualized instruction and attention. Campers work in an environment that is safe and supportive. We offer our campers professional facilities, material, and equipment, complemented by a staff of talented and experienced artists and teachers.
People in the shops are awesome. They know so much. They can help you with anything you want to do. I mean, you want to think of something really crazy, they can help you with it.
I had really professional people helping me, and it wasn't just on my own.
In addition to the talented instructors in our studios, each cabin has its own team of guidance counselors who live with the campers and get to know them on a personal level. They care for and supervise each camper, ensuring a fun and productive summer.
The guidance counselors were nice, and everybody was encouraging, and there was no reason to be homesick.
The counselors are so friendly. They're like your parents. You can go to them with any problems, anything you want to tell them, like how your day went or anything, and they'll be interested in it, so that's good.
my second year or something, I met a girl who was new, who was in my bunk. I just kind of was talking to her, and I was going to a clown improv class, and I just kind of took her with me. I was like, come, and she was like, I don't know if I want to come. I just kind of dragged her along, and she took it, and she loved it. She's been doing it ever since.
Can we have another suggestion, please, from the viewer at home?
TV dinners.
TV dinners. Jack.
8. TV.
Dinners.
But
he vomited
a lot.
From
Poisoned. Chicken.
To make friends here, you really don't have to try too hard. They just kind of come along, and you end up being friends by the end of the summer.
A lot of these rooms, you're living with maybe 2 or 3 people, and you know, friendships form from there alone. And I think from where you work in your shops, you know, you've developed friendship.
One person discovers a shop, and then you take your friends to it, and then they discover it, and then they take you to other shops.
It's a whole kind of network of people come together with different talents and different experiences.
Over the days, you get to start having conversations with them and seeing what they like and what you like. It's just like one whole big group together.
In these 2 months, I made better and closer friends as I did a year at home.
Remember.
To never
forget.
I think what makes Bucks Rock is the ability to choose what you want to do when you want to do it, and that's the number one thing. Like, that is the most important thing here.
Our program is based upon the principle of freedom of choice. There are many scheduled activities during the day, including classes, workshops, and rehearsals, but no activity is mandatory. Although campers wake up, eat meals, and go to sleep on a set schedule, during studio hours, they decide where they go and what they do. We believe young people learn best and enjoy themselves more when they are allowed to make their own decisions.
It's good for young people when it's a time of life where you're making decisions about what am I going to focus in on. So they come here and you're in a theater program, and then you play in an orchestra, and then you're doing sculpture, you're in a dance show, and at the same time you're watching movies at night, you're meeting people who are doing all these other things. 1, 2, 3, 4.
You have to get up, you have to eat meals at certain times, but I think just when you have this kind of opportunity, you flock to some things. In the beginning, you might be like, oh, you know, I have all this time, I don't know what to do. But once you figure out what you like, you do it yourself.
You just do whatever you want, and you can usually find a lot more that way.
If you want to try something, you can do it. No one can say you can't do the wood shop or glass blowing because you're too small or whatever. I mean, I see kids holding pipes that are bigger than them in glass blowing, but they can do it, and they're really good at doing it also.
Kids really are coming up with the projects themselves. What the project is really based on campers' own interests. So in any studio, no camper's doing the same thing.
You can just go into boutique, or you can go into weaving, or you can go into wood shop, and you can just create what you want to create. You don't have to make like just a carbon copy of what everyone else is doing. You design and create your own thing.
What we achieve with that is that kids feel free to create. They don't feel a sense of self-consciousness. They actually build a lot of confidence in their project because they can take complete ownership of it. They can create something that is truly theirs and build on what they've learned from each project.
Everybody's really supportive of your ideas, and there's no judging going on, so you feel really open to everybody.
When you're done, you feel like it's really yours, and they didn't tell you what to do. You figured it out with their help.
I think the method we use here at Bucks Rock is wonderful. It makes it exciting because we don't know what's going to happen next. Everything's new, there's new projects, there's new ideas. We could start at A or start at J or start at Z and go from there.
It's really not what you make here, but it's what you learn here. And if you don't make like many things here, but you learned a lot, that's what kind of that matters. I mean, it's nice to go home with something, and that's good, but it's better that you learn it, and you can do it for the rest of your life if you remember how to.
Even though this is an art camp, we still play basketball.
You step into it. Leaves me hanging. All right.
I'm Rachel. It's my 3rd summer here at Bucksrock. This is Madeline. She's a very nice goat, and there's a whole bunch of other really nice goats here, and sheep. And we have pigs, bunnies, chickens, turtles. We have 2 baby chickens. They're really cute. I like the animal farm because it's really relaxing, and you get to hang out with super cool goats.
Studio 59 is a fully functioning recording studio. We are equipped to allow campers to layer each of their original songs with multiple instruments. Campers who come in learn how to record themselves and their friends using Pro Tools, the industry standard in recording software. At the end of camp, we produce a compilation CD of camper work from throughout the summer.
You can get away with everything if you please. And when you beg with the earth down on your knees.
When you're here, you discover so many things about yourself that you never thought possible, and that's really what makes Bucksrock so wonderful.
It's a very protected, wonderful environment for kids to experience all of these great artistic endeavors.
Because you know that people believe in you, it really brings out the best in you. And you go to like a lot of different places and you think, wow, they're just letting me go here and I can do whatever I want and I'm doing it really well. That's like a really good feeling.
I think a lot of people trust me here. People trust you and people respect you.
Teenagers should get far more respect and far more attention than they do from the world in general. And you can see it at work here at Bucksrock. You can see them flourish with the right kind of attention.
No one thinks that you're going to do anything wrong. They assume that you're going to do something right.
They give you the space to discover who you are and what you're interested in, what your passions are.
When you're having fun and you're learning at the same time, you're not like thinking about that you're learning. Then you come away and it's like, guess what I can do?
You're learning without knowing you're learning. And that's the best way to learn, I think.
I feel that I've learned a lot more from Bucksrock than I would in the same amount of time at school.
I've learned how to use freedom, how to make it so I can manage my own day, manage my own time, and figure out what I like to do most.
At Bucksrock, you learn what you want to learn. And you come out in ways that you want to come out in, when you want to come out.
You have dreams to make this thing that is not really possible in your mind. And so you draw your crazy drawing or whatever, and you think, I want to make this. And you think that they're going to say you can't. And they say, okay, let's get started. And a week later it's finished, and you have this thing that you think you could never make. And so it just changes you because it makes you believe that you can do things you can't. And you can. In Bucksrock, you can do that.
You did a wonderful job!
Thanks, Rob.
When you're here, it's not about what other people think. It's about what you think of yourself.
Has anyone read, probably not, or read even little bits of Ulysses?
Yes.
Yes. Oh, hey, all right. The entire book is this man's stream of consciousness. It's one day in the life of this man. We're going to do our own Ulysses. You're going to do a stream of consciousness for 20 minutes. On your mark. Get set. Go.
Without the campers' willingness to get up every morning to do what has to be done, to do all the great things there are to do, it wouldn't function. But by the same token, if it wasn't for the environment that the camp provides, it wouldn't happen either. So it's really both.
You wouldn't go to a shop that you wouldn't want to go to. And so if you are, you're definitely motivated.
Everybody's actually running his own race. You don't actually look at projects other people make, maybe for inspiration, but it's all about what you make. Everybody is kind of equal here.
4, 3, 2, 1. Stop writing. Put your pens down. Shake your hands out. If we just stop, turn off our brain and turn on our hand, you know, and we just write and write and write and write and write, you'll get a lot more material than you would otherwise if you were just thinking about it, than if you're writing about it.
I think that Bucks Rock brings out the artist in a person, but it brings out a lot more than just that. Because you see so many kids, they come here, and they're kind of quiet, they sit by themselves, they're not always, the most friendly. And then they go to shops, and they start projects, and they meet people, and they can't avoid it, and they learn things that they love to do. And then you see them, a week later, and they're hanging out with a bunch of friends, they're, laughing and yelling and, doing things that make life fun. And that's just what Bucks Rock allows someone to do. It allows them to open up to new ideas and to new people and have fun.
Each day at Bucks Rock, our campers have the opportunity to give of themselves through creative work. Because they choose what they want to do, their projects are truly their own and allow them to see what is possible and what they can accomplish. Surrounded by a supportive community, their dreams are within their reach and each day is full of activity and self-discovery.
At the end of the day at Bucks Rock, I feel pretty tired because I've done a lot of stuff, but I kind of wanted the night to go past really fast to be able to have another day again.
Night, Alexandra. Good night now.
Yeah. Like that. There. And yeah.
Night, Bergen.
Sleep well.
Good night.
You got everything you need?
Yeah. Hello.
And what are you up to tomorrow then?
Tomorrow my parents are coming to watch me glass blow. I'm also going to show them all the stuff I made, and I'm also going to put the final glossy coat on my rain stick. So
Sounds excellent. Good.
Let's go.
Full of a busy day.
Yep.
All right. Sleep well. Good night. See you tomorrow.
To go? Yeah. Okay, girls. Sweet dreams. Night now. Night now. Night, Alex. Night, Ed. See you in the morning.
There's really so much that you can do. You think a month is a long time, but it's really not. You come to the last 2 or 3 days and you're like, whoa, I haven't done 80% of the stuff there is here to do. So, it really wants to make you come back and have some more fun.
By the time you leave, you're like, I was in a play, I made 3 projects in weaving, I did something in batik, I learned how to sew, and I can tell that once I go home, it carries back into my regular life. I feel like I'm so much more confident.
It's an amazing camp where you can do whatever you want to do whenever you want to do it. And it's really open and welcoming, and I love it. It's my favorite camp.
I spend the entire year just wanting to be here, where I can hang out with everyone and do everything I want to.
You want to stay here forever and ever and ever.
If I can do what I want to do for the rest of my life, I'll probably be here teaching. That looks pretty good.
I can't put my finger on what exactly it is about Bucks Rock, but you have just to be here one summer to see it. If you're in any way a creative person or an expressive person, I think this is one of the best places you can come to show that or bring it out if it's never come out before.
When parents come here, a lot of times they don't believe that kids will actually get out of bed in the morning.
Yeah.
They're like, is there anyone who doesn't work? Is there anyone who doesn't go to any shops and doesn't do anything? And I always say no, everyone always gets up in the morning, they always go to different shops, and by the end of the summer, everyone has something to show for the time they've spent here. And it's just incredible that we're permitted to be these people that we are here.